Walking along this area, I keep telling myself, you know, you gotta keep an eye out for snakes. It's hot, it's warm, they're coming out. It's like somebody nailed him. The 5 freeway sure looks good during a pandemic. And this strange looking waterfall is called the Cascades. It's actually a terminus of the Los Angeles aqueduct system, which delivers water 338 miles from the Owens River in the eastern Sierra Nevada mountains. The aqueduct system is this city's lifeblood, and it's safe to say that my favorite place in the world is the eastern Sierra mountain range. You could even say that those mountains are in my blood, or maybe it's really from the water I drink. Planning on doing any filming today, but figured what the heck, I got my phone. So I hiked 6 miles from the house, from Granada Hills up along what's called the Old Road into Santa Clarita, and I stopped here. It looks like there's a monument of some kind, but I haven't hiked back into here since I was a kid, but in fact, it might even have been a Cub Scout. Called Beals Cut. Anyways, I've always wanted to hike back there, even though they've got it fenced off. There's a little bit of a trail here, but I'm tired. It's hot. I've got about a quarter of a liter left of water, and I got 6 miles to go. So I think I can get some water back here. But anyways, maybe next time. Been fun though. Fun to get out. It's hot. It's a hot day. All right, curiosity has gotten the best of me. I mean, I showed you that little trail and I was tired, but as soon as I stood up, I felt pretty good. I don't know, I'll hike up here a little bit, but the trail, as you can see behind me where I've come up, or what used to be a trail, is not maintained. I'd say once in a blue moon, somebody probably walks up here, but not sure why. I'm gonna have to look it up online and find out why they basically fenced this off and closed and didn't maintain this piece of history. So there's the cut there. Yeah, it was so long ago. Again, I was a kid. I probably couldn't have been more than 12. Giant California live oak or something up there to get some shade under. I should have brought lunch, darn it. Oh well. Getting a sense that this section of the cut at some point washed out, just filled this in. I think some of these holes are natural, but if I remember correctly, the guy, Beal, who cut it, did it all by hand, and he had basically sections cut out in the rock up here where the where I basically used for tool rests, and I don't know, but it was pretty cool. As a kid, I remember being kind of impressed how tall it was and just a straight cut in the ground or in the mountain. But you can see where it's kind of flat over here, and if my memory serves me correctly, it was just flat all through here. So there's a couple, those are clearly not natural, and there's a couple behind me too. So yeah, this thing washed out. That's too bad. Maybe that's why they closed it. It made no sense to continue to maintain something that wasn't what it was before. So another one I was talking about. Right there, and then there's one right there. Pretty cool. That hadn't been caved in. You can see where this old road goes through. You could see how impressive it would be as a kid to have it just basically going straight through there. Oh, that's a bummer. They should come back and fix it. This is the man the Stagecoach Pass is named for, Edward Fitzgerald Beale. He was a landowner and a surveyor, as well as a naval officer, a military general, a frontiersman. The list goes on and on. What I found interesting was, even though this cut bears his name, he was not the original builder of this pass. In 1854, the Los Angeles Board of Supervisors gave William T.B. Sanford and George Carson a contract to build a new wagon road. On December 28th of that same year, they completed the cut, and it was 30 feet deep. In 1861, Beale was appointed by President Abraham Lincoln as the Federal Surveyor General of California and Nevada. And in 1863, Beale was awarded the right to collect the toll in the pass. He maintained the right for 20 years, eventually deepening the cut to 90 feet. In reality, it was probably only about 65 feet deep. Interestingly, the pass wasn't known as Beals Cut until about 1930. Prior to that, it was known commonly as Fremont Pass and the San Fernando Pass. It had also been called the Newhall Pass and the Newhall Cut. After the construction of the Newhall Railroad Tunnel in 1876, the pass was referred to as the Newhall Grade. The cut was used steadily through 1910 until the completion of the Newhall Tunnel. This new tunnel provided automobiles with much easier access to and from the San Fernando Valley and beyond. I get a kick out of this photo. Those guys sitting in their cars at the top of the pass with this look of self-confidence makes you think they just climbed Mount Everest. A team of mules and a combustion engine making it to the top of Everest has never been easier. So what happened to Beals Cut? Well, I'll answer that for you in just a second, but hold up. Fortunately for the cut, as it became an outdated thoroughfare, the silent film industry was in its heyday. This is the earliest known film footage of Beals Cut from 1913. The look of this rugged southwestern wilderness made the perfect backdrop for an estimated 25 movies and serial films, ranging from the early 1910s until about 1950. Many of these pictures featured the big names of the silent film era, such as Tom Mix, Harry Carey, and Buster Keaton. This film, Three Jumps Ahead, starring Tom Mix, is considered legendary. Unfortunately, this film is lost. But back in the day, it was reported that Tom, with the help of a horse named Tony, made the jump across the cut. It is strongly suggested that it was actually a stuntman and not the actor. This final clip of the movie Stagecoach, starring John Wayne, features a stagecoach going through the Stagecoach Pass. So what happened to Beals Cut? I visited the site sometime around 1980. This photograph was taken in 1985. And the cut looks exactly as I remember it. This photo, taken the same year, shows a chain link gate on the north side of the pass, keeping you out of the abandoned old Newhall oil refinery. 1997-98 El Nino event is regarded as one of the strongest in recorded history. Occurring every 3 to 5 years, there's a change in the atmospheric pressure and temperature in the Pacific Ocean. This affects weather patterns on a global scale. From October 97 to April 98, California received record rainfall. From inside the cut in October 1997 to just outside the north entrance, you can see that the cut is relatively clear. Recent fire damage and torrential rain was a recipe for disaster. The rains did an amazing job washing away the black ash to reveal the gorgeous red sandstone of the Santa Susana Mountains. But in doing so, it filled the historic Beals Cut with mud and stone and dead vegetation to within 30 feet. So what will become of Beals Cut? Well, from what I can find online, there is nothing planned to repair the damages caused by the 97-98 El Nino season. After spending a couple weeks doing research for this project, I became saddened by the fact that we were probably going to lose this piece of history. But as I pan over the ruins of the old abandoned Newhall oil refinery, I came to realize that many things in life outlive their usefulness, or they become obsolete. This is not to say that things with historical value aren't worth saving, but when considering time and effort, safety, and even cost, is it practical or even wise to do so? I'll let you be the judge. However, I will leave you with one final thought. Since the beginning of time, man has been building roads and bridges and buildings and villages, and as they've outlived their usefulness, we've abandoned them. And as time rolls on, and as Earth reclaims the land, the records kept by wise people will continue to stand as a reminder of those things that once were, but are now gone. Alright, I'm heading back. I'm tired. And I got 6.5 miles to go, so, and I need to get some water. That was fun though, that was a cool little exploring thing. Alright, we're home. My gosh, 13.5 hours. 13.5 miles on concrete and asphalt. It really kicks the crap out of your feet. Not sure why, but man, my dogs are barking. So anyways, good little hike. Love that little historic Beals Cut. So not a planned video hike today, but turned out to be a good one. So thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and like if you enjoyed that. See you guys.